Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Nathan McKenzie here. Here you go. Big croaky, full of the flu. So this will just be a pretty quick Homebrew Wednesday for me. The main part of my Homebrew Wednesday is the brew I've done on the weekend, on Friday. So that all went pretty well. Bit rusty though. I haven't. This is the first brew I've done this year. So I felt a bit rusty. The only numbers I didn't hit was my final gravity, really. Now, with adding all my ingredients in, Beer Smith said I should have hit a 1058. The recipe kit that I was following did say I was meant to hit a 1060. I ended up, in fact, hitting a 1056. So a wee bit out there. But not to worry, really. I think it's not going to affect the flavour at all, to be honest with you. It's still fermenting now. So I pitched yeast on Friday, and it's still fermenting now. I've just upped it to 19 degrees, so I was fermenting at 18. Just to make sure, we get all those residual sugars chewed up. But yeah, I think I'm pretty sure it's going to finish at a 1010. It will definitely get below 1014 anyway. For my mashing in, temperature was pretty good there, a little bit low though. I was going for a 67, 66 and a half to 66. So it'll be a little bit drier. But that's okay. Now, going on to those, I'm about to dry hop it as well. I've got all my wee dry hop bundles ready. I've got 100 grams of Cascade, which will be a 10-day dry hop from today. So that's a really long dry hop. Probably the longest dry hop that I've done. So I'll be chucking that in today, and then, probably it'll be around about the 8th or 9th of April. It'll be going into the keg. So yeah, happy days. I haven't checked my gravity yet or anything. I'm just going to let it run yet. Won't probably check the gravity till at least the weekend, or at least signs of fermentation have fully stopped. So that's all it is with the brew. So coming up will be the brew video on that. Now, when I was brewing this beer, because as you know, I will be going through some upgrades the next month or month and a half. It got me thinking of what I need, what would be nice, and what I need to make my system better and more efficient. Starting off with the SS BrewTech Mash Tun. That's the that's the first. That's a must, really. I feel. Now, what this unit will give me, because I'm going to go for the temperature-controlled heating pad as well. So what the system will give me is I'll be hitting my temperatures and staying in those temperatures the whole time. So for being able for consistency within my recipes that'll improve that no end. Because with my fermentation, I've got it all under temperature control. Everything else is pretty well controlled, where in my brewing system, the mash is probably where it can go up and down. So that there will be efficient. And the whole how it's all set up, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get more efficiency, because as you know, with my system now, I don't sparge. I do a single infusion mash, like I'll be doing still. Instead of sparging, I heat up the water. I do the water in 2 batches. So I do my first runnings with, say, 19, 17 litres of water, depending on the grain bill. And then I chuck in my second lot of water once I've drained it off, which is my mash out water. And that's normally about 20 litres. And I leave that for 10 minutes, and it sort of gets everything up to about 75 degrees. Leave that for 10 minutes, and then I drain that off. And then I've got all my water. Where what I believe I'll be doing once I have my SS mesh, BREW Tech mesh ton, is that I'll be still single infusing meshing, and then instead of my mesh out water, I'll be sparging. I believe that's how it works. I believe because you get really good efficiency with it, that you don't need to do the mesh out step. But I might do a small mesh out step and then a sparge as well. But hey, excuse me, a bit snotty. I'll be playing around with that. So that, and secondly, I have decided that I will go for a. I was just going to muck around with 2 vessels, but no, I want an HLT. I don't want to be mucking around with turning my brew kettle. My brew kettle's my HLT, then my HLT's my brew kettle. I don't want to be doing that anymore. I'm going to get a third one. It will be gravity fed to begin with, until I get a bit more coin to get a pump and so forth. But what I'm keeping in mind is the bits that I am buying. I'm buying them so they can be upgraded to my to the system that I'll have at the very end. I'm not so hung up now on the mesh recirculating. I think I will do that. I probably won't recirculate the mesh the whole time, but I think that would be a benefit for the last 20 minutes of the mesh, so just to clear it up. We'll play around with it. But what I do think is very important is to whirlpool the boil kettle, to whirlpool that. So the boil kettle that I will get will have a port for recirculation. Because I think that's important for all the solids clicked in the middle there. So yeah, so that's my thoughts. Hey, I'm still reading lots on the internet, watching heaps of your videos. And I say, Tony Yates, your system is fantastic, and I'm learning a lot from how you run your system. So yeah, but to name a few. Alright guys, I'll bored you enough. You're going to have a 10 to 15 minute sale of my bloody brew day. So I'll leave it at that. Alright, have a happy Homebrew Wednesday. See you guys, bye bye. Hey, how we going everybody? Right, it's silly o'clock here in Invercargill. It's freezing. Got up quite early to do this brew today. Day off, Easter. Why not, eh? Before the kids wake up, I thought I'd get the mash done at least anyway. Probably do the boil in the afternoon. So, what am I brewing? I'm brewing the Epic Pale Ale. So, that's it there. Take my hand off all the numbers, eh? So that's the bugger there. There's just 2 malts, and yeah, 1 hop. It's all Citra. Sorry, it's all Cascade, I should say. So yeah, I'm making 23 litres. I've really been enjoying this beer of late. Just got a real taste for it. So it'd be nice to see how close I can get by brewing it. So where am I up to? Well, I'm the old mash tun here. So I've got her in there. I've pretty much just got the water in, got the grains in, and I haven't even checked the temperature yet to see what we're sitting at. I'm shooting for a 67 degrees. So let's have a look, eh? Hopefully. Okay, not bad at all. Not bad at all. We're sitting at a 66 and just over a half. That'll do me. Close enough. I'm not going to get too worried about that. So I'll give you a wee look at the mash actually. While I've got you here. So there she is. Set about 19 litres of water. And with a good 5.5 kgs of grain. Is it my grains off? Yeah, round
We're at about 5.5 kgs of grain, so that's all good. Okay guys, that's about all there is to see at the moment, so I'll come back to you once we're running off the first runnings. Okay guys, speak to you soon. Okay, hope you can hear me over that trickling of water there. So we're doing the ball off. This is the third 3 litre that I'm running off there. It started off really cloudy and murky, but as you can see, it's hard to really see with this trickle. It'd be better if it was in a silicone tube. But we've got good colour there, and we're a lot clearer on this third runoff. So this will be the last time I ball off here, and then I'll just run it out. So it's about, what is it, 19 litres of water that'll be running off there. So I should get about, lose about 4 litres to the grain. So yeah, about 15 litres of the first runnings. Now I've taken a gravity of this, and the gravity was a 1077, something like that. So it's only first running, so I've got to add another 20 litres of water to this yet. So at the end of the day, what I'm going for is a 1049, 1050 as my pre-boil gravity, and around about 31, 32 litres of water. So yeah, I'll come back to you once I've got all my finished wort and the gravity. Alright guys, speak to you soon. Okay, how we doing? So mash is all done, and geez, a bit messy, aren't I? It's my early start. I had a break from brewing to feed the tribe and get everything sorted. So how the mash went? Mash went pretty well. Temperature wise, it was okay. It was okay. I was shooting for a 67. For the best part of the mash, I was probably at 66.5. The mash ended just below 66 degrees. So it'll be a little bit drier than intended, I think, but nah, it's not a disaster. It'll be alright. Also, I did adjust the water because I had too much water in for my mash out, but I still ended up with too much wort. That's okay because my boil pot evaporates quite a lot anyway. There's a lot of evaporation. So I needed to end up with 30.35 litres of water, of wort there. I ended up with 33. So a couple of 2.5 litres too much. Now I did those adjustments into Beersmith there. My efficiency has ended up being, my mash efficiency has ended up being 77%. So it's okay. I had a 145, sorry, a 1045 instead of a 10. This early starts, it does my mind no good. Instead of being a 1049. So those couple extra litres just bumped my efficiency down a bit. So I'm probably about 2 points off where I needed to be anyway. But when the boil there, it'll 60-minute boil, it'll boil down to where I need it to be. So for what efficiency I haven't got now, I'll get at the end. As long as I'm happy, I'm wanting to finish on a 1060. I'll be happy with a 1055. To me, that's not going to affect the beer that much. I'll be fine with that. So the hop additions that I've got as well, once I get the boil started, it's all Cascade, and starting with the 60-minute boil there. I got this from Brewtopia in Wellington, and a great kit that they sent me. Really, everything's done for me, which is fantastic. Yeah, It's quite nice sometimes. Instead of designing or making up your own sort of recipes, it's quite nice just to buy one. Good priced as well. So my 60-minute boil it's about 58 grams of Cascade. And then I've got a 10-minute edition, which is 53 grams, and a 1-minute edition, which is 53 grams as well. Also a massive dry hop, 10-day dry hop. Look at those beauties. 100 grams of Cascade. So yeah. So I'll get on with the boil, and I'll probably come and show a little bit of video of the hop break and maybe 1 or 2 hop additions here. But we'll see how we go. Alright, cool. See you in a bit. And we just hit hop break. So happy days, we're boiling. Come back when I do a hop addition. Righty ho, we're right way through our boil. 10-minute addition of Cascade. So we'll chuck her in, eh? Got the water chiller in there already. Right, in we go. Ready, she's all in. So we'll come back to you once we start getting this in the fermenter, alright? Cheers. Righty-ho, we're coming to the end of the day. Transferring the wort into my fermenter. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? She's all filling up nicely there. I don't think I'm going to bother aerating it. She's aerated enough there with the way I'm transferring it. Now, numbers wise, how did I go? Yeah, as predicted, I'm a couple short. So my volume yet, I predict I'm probably going to get a volume of about 22. So not quite the 23. And I'm at a 10.56. So I missed out by, I was meant to get a 10.60, so I missed out by 4. It doesn't really worry me, that's okay. I'm predicting my fermentation should go down to about at the worst, a 10.14, at the best a 10.10. Either being a 5.5 or a 5.8. That's enough for me. So yeah. There we go, fellas. So that's my brew day done and dusted. I'm just going to chuck her in the fermenter after this. I'll give you... Yeah, I'll chuck the yeast in and chuck it in the fermenter. I might come back with a couple of fermentation shots, but we'll see how we go. Alright guys, catch you later. Alrighty. Let's see if we've got fermentation, eh? Dun, dun, dun. So what's she sitting at there? So we're fermenting at 18 degrees. Let's take her down. So yeah, Friday we pitched. Let's have a look. Oh. Alright, what do we got in here? Oh, we got fermentation. Look at that bubbles. Bit of shitty light in here, sorry guys. But oh, she smells yum. Really smell those Cascade hops. Man, it smells good in there. Hopefully it's not all blowing off the top and losing all its flavour. I don't think it will be. But as you can see there, oh, if we focus, I might go back a little bit. We've got a good cruising. And right on 23 litres. So, yeah, nice. Pretty happy with that. So, smelling great too. It's going to be a great beer. Right, that's it guys. Catch ya.